everyone, this is Vlogmas Day 2 and I said I would do a bit of a studio tour. Now I don't have a permanent studio set up, so I have quite a bit out at the moment because I'm doing the Utterly Horses tack order. I'll just show you. There's 40 head collars there, believe it or not. So I've made half the Schleich ones, I'm just about to make a load more. But anyway, I just thought I'd do a little tour of what I've got out and then I'll give you a show of my sort of model horse cupboard in my room. So in here I have wire. There's also silver and gold, roughly the same width. And then here I have a string, I guess you could call it, for making tassels. There was tacky wax in there, don't quite know where that's gone. And in here is sewing stuff because I have to do the occasional bit of sewing. And then on here is just some tack because those are the horses I'm using for the measurements of the Utterly Horses head collars. In here is an explosion of ribbon. I have a lot at the moment. Go back in. Go in. Go in. Dear me. There we go. And in here we have this suede stuff that I don't really use anymore. And then an old saddle that I nicked the stirrups off. And then these cords, which I really like to use for lead ropes, if the colours are right. And in here we have a little bit of all sorts of stuff really. We have leather and leather lace, brown ribbon, my stomach is rumbling, Velcro, a lot of Velcro, elastic, sponge, this really rubbish vinyl lace that Utterly Horses was selling for a while, and I thought I'd try some and it's awful. So yeah, there's like leather scraps in there, building up quite a bag of them. So there's a bit of everything in there. That's the main box I use when it comes to making leather tack. I'm apologising now actually for the fact that this room is kind of messy. It needs cleaning. Then over here, that's my camera because I've just been taking a few photos. My glue gun, trusty glue gun, which is breaking and dying, and yeah. Pliers, nail varnish for sealing stuff. In here is when I'm making buckles, I just pile them all in there. Plastic bags, those are just the head collars, and then the paper where I've written all the measurements down. Then there's hardware and decorations in this box. So I have loads of decorations. 5mm jump rings, 4mm jump rings, 6mm jump rings, gold, gold chain, but different gold chain, gold clasps, silver clasps, some various types of silver chain here, and hook and eyes. And then there's my mini scissors, which are for some reason on the floor. In here is a mess. My whole studio area is a mess, I need to sort it out. In here is felt, and there's some faux leather somewhere here. It's the leather I use for tack. In here is also a mess and I need to sort it out. It's just all been moved into here, so I haven't had time to do it really. I have loads of glue sticks. In there is Rio Rondo hardware and also tacky wax. That's my leather glue. I need some more of it. I'm going to look into using an English brand, I think it's easier. Yeah, Rio Rondo hardware in here, but there's not a lot of it left. I'm waiting for some more. That's just an old bridle. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Loads of little plastic bags. And a saddle tree template. I have 2 slotted halter rings. I don't know why they're in there, actually. Wait, but I'm confused now. I have, okay. Oh, I must have broke one. I have a random 3 slotted halter ring and then 4 round ones. 2 slotted ones. Some square buckles, some 3/32 buckles, they're 1/8. Those are just random bits, and some tiny ones. That's about it in there. Yeah, I can't be bothered to sort all that out. There's literally all sorts in there. And then I'll just go into here. Okay. This is where I do all the props and keep a lot of my tack. So, on here, this is the most recent bridle I've made, and breastplate. And then here is the first leather bridle, decent leather bridle I made. That's one made by WightOakStables, and then these are ones that I made for, I think most of my horses have one of these. They're just ribbon ones for around the barn rather than using the leather ones all the time, because I want to reserve those for shows eventually when I start showing, if I start showing. That was for my Utterly Horses scene entry. Sorry, it's a little bit dark in here. There's some Schleich fencing props. There's literally all sorts in here. Open, as you can see. Plants. More props in there, I'm not getting those out. Tacky Wax glue, empty box. There's some riders and rugs. In here is feed. There's a stapler at the back, you never know when you're going to need one then. Old camera, labels, so, packaging tape, and there's fencing under all that you can see, but yeah. Then there's a jump, some water troughs I made, ribbon. In here, there's just random bits of tack, really. And I'm not quite sure what's in the drawer at the bottom. Open. I think there's leg wraps, and what's that? Oh, that's a rider's jacket. So there's just random stuff in there that I can't really hang up. And then I have a bit of a saddle thing going on. I like to have the saddles out. So that's my nicest one. I've been coming up with a plan how to stop that being bulky. I think I've got an idea. That's my Briar saddle. Yeah, it's awful. And then my first leather saddle. And the 2 saddle pads I have. I need to get some more saddle pads. So that is in there, really. That is pretty much it. All my customising stuff is in a loft, and that is in such a mess that it is not worth showing you. Yeah, that's pretty much everything, and I hope you guys like it. Bye!